Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Drew and I talk about higher education in general, from the college experience to current events in higher education and administration. And in this video, I want to talk about some preliminary data that has come from the Common Application that may be kind of promising. And so what we've done, at least in this study, is we've taken current Common Application data and compared it to numbers from 2019 to 2020, which was the last batch of data prior to the pandemic and was completely unaffected by the pandemic. And you can find these numbers in an article on Inside Higher Ed that I will link to in the description down below. So in comparison to 2019 to 2020, applications in total are up by 41%, including first-year applicants that are up by 26%. And then we've also looked at some sub-factors of underrepresented minorities that are up by 32%, and then first-generation status students are up by 43%. And this is incredibly promising. However, the one caveat is this is typically including the early decision applicants that are mixed in with regular applications as well. So we can't really separate those numbers out to get a more clear picture from that perspective. And on top of that, generally speaking with these trends, you have students from more affluent backgrounds who typically apply sooner. And in this batch of numbers, it's showing that 61% of those numbers are coming from the more affluent zip codes. So there's some cautiously optimistic individuals out there saying this is still following the trend, but there might be some hope. Now, interestingly, we've seen an increase in international students, and I think this is quite the opposite of what we've seen in the past few years in terms of international students applying to colleges here. And the top countries from which these students are applying are China, India, Nigeria, Ghana, and Canada. There's also a lot of different numbers in terms of standardized testing that has sort of decreased due to accessibility, but then also so many schools going to test optional. And there will be more batches of numbers pulled in the coming months to see what these numbers look like. So there is a chance, I think, we are seeing increases, but we are seeing increases because of trends that we know. But I still think that there might be some potential to see an increase in enrollment and sort of bounce back from the past few years. So I am optimistic. We will see what happens. Again, I will link to the article down below and you can dig into those numbers yourself and see if it reflects your institution or your areas and how that's going to turn out. And as always, if you like this content, make sure you hit subscribe and I will see you in the next one.